Hello, my name is Natasha Putri. I'm from English Education Department, University of Maritim Raja Ali Haji. Now, I would like to tell you about nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is the process of communicating through sending and receiving wordless message. Nonverbal communication can be divided into 4 parts, namely body language, eye contact, touch, body distance, paralanguage, and natural typing. A. Body language. This includes body movement, body position, facial expression, as well as dress. Body language is a significant aspect of modern communication and relationships. Body language can be defined as the conscious and unconscious movement and the posture by which attitudes and feelings are communicated. Body language, and more technically the study of the body language, is also known as kinesis, which is derived from the Greek word meaning motions. Number 1 is body movements. Body language allows individuals to communicate a variety of feelings and thoughts, from contempt and hostility to approval and affections, often together with the body language in addition to spoken word. The most familiar categories of the body language are so-called emblems or quotable gestures. There are conventional culture-specific body language that can be used as replacement for words, such as used in the US for hello and goodbye. The same gesture can be different things to people from different cultures. Nodding head means yes or no understanding in many countries. In other places, such as Scandinavia, nodding head means no. In some Australian Aboriginal cultures, is the directful to look an older superior in the eyes. It's a sign of respect to drop eyes, whereas in the Western culture, not meeting somebody commonly considered to be negative signs, indicating the kind lying, lack of attention, lack of confidence, and etc. Another familiar body language are using fingers. Some as a body movements, fingers communicate many things. Here, some to the gesture. Okay, gesture. When you put your index finger or thumb in American England, it means everything is well or good. In Latin America, Germany, Middle East, and France, it's a sign of insult. And thumbs up in American or Europe is a sign of approval. Kitchen. In America, when a person stands near to the road and uses the sign, it means she or he wants to take a free ride in your car, so you will stop and pick the person. But in Iran, police advise people not to pay attention to the signs like this. In Asia and Islamic country, it's considered rude. If thumbs down is generally indicates that something is bad or accepted. It related to thumbs down has entered the English language as the expression to indicate that something has failed. And next, C. Gesture. With the palm facing form, this gesture is seen as a positive and a meaning factory during the become a symbolic gesture of the alternative and the anti-war hippie movement, and it becomes to mean peace. And next, twisting finger. Generally, this means wishing for a good luck or fortune. Another interpretation could be seen as here helping as much. As such, folklore believes that crossing the finger when telling a lie somehow of sets and to the evil of the lie. And the last one, crooked finger. In today Western society, the crooked finger is seen as a somewhat impolite hand gesture, almost excessively superior to the subordinated senior-junior parent-to-child hand gesture. It has arrogance about it. It's also used for summoning a waiter, and in some countries, it's used excessively for calling over the prostitutes in the Philippines. And next, eye contact. Eye contact is the meeting of the eyes between two individuals. In humans, eye contact is a form of nonverbal communication and has a large influence of social behavior. The study of eye contact is sometimes known as oculistic eye contact development. The eye contact vary widely between cultures, with religious and social difference often altering in a meaning greatly. C. Touch. Haptic. Touch is culturally determined, but each culture has a clear concept of what part of the body and will not touch. Basic message is a touch to affect or control, protect, support is approved. Like a hug, kiss, hit, kick. Here examples can read. The situation above show that where, how, and how often people touch each other varies widely across culture. D. Proximity or personal space is defined as, or the study of the amount of space that people find comfortable between themselves and others. People are usually more comfortable standing closer to the family members than to strangers. The study of the way that people use the physical space to convey message is called proxemics. Look at the figure below. Personality also determines the size of this space. For American distance in social conversation is about an arm's length or 4 feet. Less space in American culture may be associated with the greater intimacy or aggressive behavior. Excuse me or pardon me for the slightest. The academy of touching for another person shows the American attitude about the personal space. Paralanguage. It's not only words that convey message, but also is a rank of the other factors such as vocal characteristic, low, cry, yell, moan, whin, budge, yawn, sound different message in a different culture. For example, in Japan, giggling indicates embarrassment, and in India, belt indicates satisfaction. Vocal qualities such as a volume, pitch, rhythm, tempo, and a tune have a different meaning. Loudness indicates strength in Arabic culture, and soft indicates weakness. In German, it indicates confidence and authority. Meanwhile, in Japanese, it indicates loss of control. Generally, one that learns not to be shoot. In Asia, for nearly any reason, vocal changes such as indicates a formality, acceptance, uncertainty, and also controlling conversations. Intonation patterns and a tone voice vary widely in different cultures. What in one culture sounds like a hysterical argument, in another culture would be considered to be the norm for a reasonable argument. And the last one, V. Turn-taking. In a normal civilized Western type of conversation, speakers do not speak all the time. The way the verb say their turn. But how do people go about allocating turns to each other or themselves. This is the mechanism of turn-taking. On the one hand, there are natural breaks in every conversation. A speaker has to pause of breath on the run of things to say or simply declare his or contributions to be finished. The way that a turn-taking works in a conversation and the rule of the silence different between cultures. In some it is acceptable and even desirable to the interrupt, whereas in some other it is normal to wait for your partner to finish speaking before making your point. In some cultures, a period of silence is accepted as the norm. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. For my Miftah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.